Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, today I'm going to do my best to upload about 3 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my first reaction that I have carried out before, and so it's I think it's only carried out one, YOASOBI. This particular track is a new one. It's called Cinema, Hatsune Miku, and I hope I'm saying it right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I did translate it through Google Translate, and that's what popped up. This has been out for, I think, a couple of days now. I think a couple of days or 1 month. Let me know about that. Actually, I can just check myself, can't I? It's been out for only a couple of days. 8th of May, that's when it came out, and already gone over 1 point something million views. So that's going to be my first reaction of today. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there are some fantastic, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And remember, if you go into my video page, I have categorized all the different styles of music, so it's easy for you to go into those various categories. And remember, once you go into those various categories, is various artists from around the world, and as well as that, it's established and non-established artists. So if you go into hip-hop or indie or rock, is music, is artists from around the world in that style. Right, I would love you to follow me on Instagram, Uncle Momo Music Reactions, and when you do, please leave me a voice message, because I would love to hear your voice. Now, before I go on to my first reaction of the day, I want to give a couple of shout outs and read a number of your comments. Anthea Lazarati, good morning, how you doing? Curtis R. Robes, Missa. I love the way you keep on doing that. Ken Novo, good morning. Bob is missing. Where is Bob? Good morning. Suzu, good morning, how you doing? Dwayne Hawkins, good morning. Smile Eugene, good morning. Thank you very much for your comments regarding Eno Baronet. She's an absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for breaking down a couple of those bars and placing it onto my channel. That was really lovely of you. Jerome Israel, good morning, how you doing? Rich Knapp, good morning, how you doing? And Danny Nuna, good morning. Right, I will give more shout outs and read a couple of your comments on my next 2 reactions after this one. But right now, we are going over to Japan. YOASOBI. This track, like I said, is Cinema Hatsune Miku, and I hope I'm saying that right. I'm about to say 80% confidence on the way how I'm pronouncing things, but 1000% confidence on what a great artist this particular person is and what he brings to the table. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect, but I know that I'm certainly looking forward to it. So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Let's go, YOASOBI. I'm stopping this right there because I was not expecting that. The visuals, old kind of, I how to put it. There's a little thing on over England called teletext, and it kind of looks like that same kind of design, that same kind of drawing. What you do if you had those large, massive computers without there being this flat screen. You know, those back in the 80s when they had those big, massive computers. Those are the designs that you would get from it. Or the old computer games. It's that kind of visual. The music so far, it reminds me once again of the kind of like a Miami computer game. Everything reminds me of a computer game. Everything here is reminding me of a computer game. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. I wasn't expecting this. What's going on? You can see the lyrics there, and I can translate the lyrics, which I'll put on the description page. I know that a lot of people might think this is weird if you don't understand Japanese, but if you listen to the music, then you realize that music is a universal language. And maybe sometimes your mind might not understand the lyrics, but your body certainly understands the music. That's why you get this kind of thing that you want to move your body, because your body is communicating with the language, with the music, which quite clear your brain might not understand. But your body understands music. Music is a universal language. And people need to understand that. Your body understands this. Or else I wouldn't be doing this. You know, why would my body be doing that? If it didn't understand it. It's as simple as that. I love everything what it brings to you. It demands you to move your body. Even if you don't, I dare anybody to listen to this song and not move. I dare anybody to listen to this song and not move. I wish I knew Japanese, or a little bit. Cinema. I'll read some of the lyrics out for you after my review. Is that someone behind, or is that a pillow that she's wrapped around? So, cinema has a reference to something, and like I said, I'll read out the some of the lyrics there, because in the description page it had some of the lyrics. I highlighted sort of like a quarter of it and put it through Google Translate to get some kind of an idea of it. It does say CC, and when I go on to CC into the English, underneath it just got waya wah 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 waya 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 wah 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 waya waya waya. That's what it says. So, and I very much doubt that's what all they are saying. So, that's why I don't know why I said he's. Sorry, apologies. But yeah, once you put it into English subtitles, all it says is waya 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 wah 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 waya waya waya, and I was like, what's going on with that? But yeah, I'm just letting you know about that. I'm gonna go back a bit. It sounds like two computers talking to each other. I can't help but dance with my body. But it's got some good instruments going in there. Who does that? Who's playing that? I want to know. What I can't believe is how much I'm enjoying this. And I can't tell you why. It just gives you this lovely, uplifting feeling of want to smile. You know, it's one of these things that that I can have my little niece or little nephew, and you know, who's like 6 and 7, and they will be, you know, they'll be jumping up and down, going around, spinning around in circles, and just having a great time on this song. even though they don't know what it means or even what they're saying. I know by fact they'll be jumping up and down and going, and I think this song just automatically puts a smile. As soon as it came on, I was smiling. It just automatically puts a smile, puts you in a lovely place, a really good, a smiling place. A Care, you know the cartoon Care Bears, or what's another one? My Little Pony. It puts you in that kind of world that it can fit in there so well, and that's how I feel. My Little Pony, Care Bears, something on those lines. The Gummy Bears. Do you remember the Gummy Bears? Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High and mighty are beyond despair. They are the gummy bears. It reminds me like that. Don't ask me how I knew that. I used to love the gummy bears. I wish I knew the rest. I think it's because it's got that kind of it's kind of like a samba kind of feeling. The samba, but with a modern, not modern. The whole thing reminds me of something that's going on in the 80s. With that samba. So that was YOASOBI, and I wanted to just read a couple of the lyrics in there. Everyone started suddenly on a crappy scenario. It's like a movie. A story that is everywhere. It's a journey full of mistakes. How many can it be rounded? What's wrong? Tell me that much. Delusion of a drawn with a precious escape. Misunderstanding heroes pretend. I'm already in a traffic jam. I can't do anything about it. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Like this. What was it supposed to be? The more I think about it. So that's a little bit of what YOASOBI was talking about in his reference to this particular song. Like I said, I love the vibe of what it presented. It was, even though you didn't understand the lyrical contents, the feeling of the track itself, it gave you a body movement, a movement where, even though the lyrical contents is very serious, if you don't understand the lyrical contents, you pick up on the rest of your senses, the music, the tone of the artist's vocals. You know, you pick up on other things, the visuals of the videos, and all of it. For me, it is equals a massive smile on my face, a nice little moving your body about, and it also wants you to investigate even more to find out what the lyrical content was and what the storyline is about. And I'm hoping that I've given you just a little brief inkling for you just to go and investigate more on the actual particular artist, number one, because the artist is fantastic. Go and check it out. The music composition as well, how it's different from the previous songs that she's done, I believe was Colours, and the anticipation of what's going to be coming next. Does that make sense? I love the contents of, not the contents, I love the way how the individual artists coming from Japan are not pigeonholed. They have their own kind of expression. They know the way how they want to express themselves, and they are not they're thinking from out of the box. That's why there's so much kind of different kind of styles of music, with so many different kind of fusions that is also transcending across so many different platforms as well as so many different countries, because they have literally got the food for every kind of for everybody. They really have, and for that reason, I salute you. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it to pieces. Really did.